So in this video, I'm working on some carburetors for a 500T. Here's the bike over here. I got the carbs off. Well, what I'm going to show you is how I clean this green corrosion off all the brass parts. And a lot of guys are like, well, just buy new ones, but a lot of times you can't get new ones for older bikes. And even if you can, sometimes the ones you buy aren't right. So I'm going to show you what I do to use the original jets, which is what I want to do. I'm going to use a 50-50 mix of apple cider vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. And I'm going to mix them up in this little ultrasonic cleaner, which is about the size for cleaning jewelry. And I'm only going to put my brass parts in there. So to mix up this solution, I'm going to pour some apple cider vinegar in here. And I want about a 50-50 mix. And hydrogen peroxide. This is called an AR solution. Then as far as my parts go, take them all and put them in this container here and degrease them first. Otherwise it doesn't work so good. So it's just all the parts. And slosh around a little bit. Want any oil or grease that could be on them out of there. And then I just drop them in there. Now, like, see, this bolt's got a lot of grease on it. You gotta get that off. Carb cleaner cleaned that up pretty good. We'll throw it in there. Watch when we turn this thing on. You can see the stuff coming off of that in a cloud. Start the timer. And watch this stuff clean up. Stir with a screwdriver. Keep the chemicals moving. Look how nasty that float is. Put that in there and let that stuff get on there. I like to put a cover on it because there's a fine spray that comes out of that. I'm going to leave it there and watch the timer run for about 10 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes. Take a look. Let me turn this off a minute. So that's 10 minutes. Let's pull some of these out and take a look. That's looking pretty good. Can you see that? Or is it focusing? That's looking pretty good. So we're going to plunk that in some water. Just plain old tap water. And let them sit. And then I'll put the other side in there. So these have been soaking while I got the other set in the ultrasonic cleaner. Let's dip them out and see what we got. They're all wet. We'll dab them off with a paper towel, but they look way cleaner than they did before. This is what they looked like before. This is what they look like now. I'll let these sit and then I'll blow them out with an air gun. And these are almost, those look pretty darn good. We'll make sure all the holes are open. We'll look through them. See people using these to clean out jet holes. It's a mistake. These are for gas welders. They will change the size of the hole. Don't do it. If you have to use something to poke through it, use a piece of copper or something, or a piece of smooth steel. Don't use these because they will make the hole change size and you won't be able to tune your bike. So we're eyeballing the second batch. We're at about 5 minutes. Give that another 5 minutes and we'll throw those in some clean water and let them soak while these dry. Don't mix up your parts. Well, now I got the parts dried off and cleaned. They all look pretty much like new. And we're ready to bolt them all back into the bodies. Next thing we'll be doing is adjusting float levels. I got a few little tricks for particularly these CB450 and CB500 floats. They can be a little tricky, and yeah, I've seen you can measure them, but you need to be more accurate than that because a lot of these floats are reproductions from China and they're not accurate. So I'm going to show you what I do. Leave a comment below. Like it. Share it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.